Welcome back, everybody, once again to the latest episode of Titans Tube. My name is Justin, and with me, as always, is Jake, and we are here to bring you our picks for the 12th week 12 of the NFL season, people. It's getting up there. It's getting up there in numbers, Jake. We're getting deep into this thing. Lots of good games this week. Excited to talk about a few of these. And, of course, it is Thanksgiving, so happy holidays to all of you out there. Hope you enjoy good food and good friends and family and communion and fellowship and merriment.
and football.
Yeah.
Of course.
Enjoy. Well, you're probably not going to be talking to your family. Everyone's going to be silently watching football.
Yes,
as is tradition. No, but of course, we hope you have a good one here. So before we get into our picks, Jake, I believe you have done the honors of counting up our records and letting us know how we did on our picks last week.
I did, Justin, and I'm not a big fan of counting up the picks when I'm on the losing side of a given week. No spoiler alerts there. I went 9-6 last week in week 11, and you went 11-4, Justin, getting two more games up on me in the lead. And you are now to 109-55, and I'm sitting at 101-63. So we've both gone over the century mark. But you do have an 8-game lead on me going into week 12 and Thanksgiving, Justin. So I still got a little bit of work to do.
I like it. I'm maintaining a steady lead. Yeah, triple digits. We made it. We hit the milestone there. See if we can keep it rolling here. A lot of coin flip games, almost divisional games. I'm seeing. So let's get into this. Let's start off with the Thursday slate of games. Maybe the least compelling matchup of the week. We have the 3-7 Bears on the road against the 9-1 Lions. Bears looking ugly. Lions can't beat the Browns without Baker, or no? Wait, what happened in that game? I haven't watched any highlights of other games because I've been so depressed.
Lost to the Browns by 3 points. It was a good back and forth game. Nick Chubb was really the difference, is your scouting report.
Of course. All right. Well, you know what? The Lions got to get a dub, right? Are we going to sit here and pretend like the Lions aren't going to win a game all season? This might be their best chance to do so, Jake. I'm going to take them at home. They're not good on Thanksgiving, even though they always play on Thanksgiving every single year. I think they'll get a win, though, against these Bears. Matt Nagy's going to be possibly fired before the season even ends. So, I got Lions. What about you?
You know, I like your Lions pick, Justin. I feel like this could be the week. You never know. But I just have so many memories of Thanksgiving, sitting down for the noon game at my grandparents' house right in front of their big TV, and I'm watching, and the Lions just always lose. And they just always lose. And I thought that maybe this could be the week. Obviously, Andy Dalton starting for Chicago in this game. But you know, Matt Nagy coaching for his job. We'll see if they can get a win on Thanksgiving. It would certainly help his resume, I guess. And that's, I'm going to go with the Bears in this one. Just a hunch.
Yeah. I mean, never a bad thing to go with the team against a winless team here.
Yes.
And the Lions. I didn't realize Andy Dalton was going to be playing. I mean, he might be a step up from Fields. I don't know. He's just coming along a little too slowly. But we'll see. We'll see who wins the battle of the bottom feeders there in the NFC. The afternoon game on Thanksgiving, we got the LA Raiders, who are slowly collapsing, or quickly collapsing, I guess, against the Cowboys, who are also on a 2-game losing streak. I think, right? I should have done more research.
No, I think just once.
Yeah, you're right. They beat the Falcons. Then they lost to the Chiefs. All right, 19-9. Excuse me for that. I don't like how the Raiders are trending, Jake. So because of that, I'll take the Cowboys in a bounce back game. I mean, things are just getting ugly for the Raiders. So for the Cowboys, they're a good team. I think they'll win their division. But this is more about the ineptitude of the Raiders right now. I see the Cowboys winning this one. What about you?
I'm on the same page with you. This Dallas team, especially as of late, has been like, hot, cold, and they were cold last week. So I'm going to pick them to be hot at home this week. I have Dallas winning this game against the Raiders.
Yeah. Oof. Raiders possibly playing for their season. I mean, 5-5. They gotta get another win if they want to be in the wild card conversation still. But we'll see. Let's move on. The night game could be a good one, Jake. What's going on with the Buffalo Bills? I mean, the Colts are no slouch, but to get beat like that, what was it, 45-10 or 16 or something like that? Jonathan Taylor running roughshod all over them. I mean, and it's not like you didn't see that coming. I picked the Colts to win, but like that, the Bills losing like that is surprising. What's going on with them? I don't know. They are on the road against the Saints. We'll see. I don't know what the status is of Alvin Kamara and some of their other stars. So I'll throw it to you first, Jake. Who do you see winning this one?
You know, you hit it right on the head. What is up with this Buffalo Bills team? It seems like they've been speaking of a hot and cold team, ever since the Josh Allen slipping on the 4th and 1 in Nissan Stadium. It seems like they've been in a wishy-washy mess of a season since. They were going to be the top AFC contender, and now you look at the AFC East, and there's New England sitting in the top spot. So I think they are starting to feel the heat from the Patriots. I think Buffalo's going to kick it into gear eventually. And against a Trevor Siemian-led Saints team, I got the Bills winning this one.
Oof, yeah. Yeah, it's hard to, have confidence in the Bills right now, but I still like him. I think, Leah, like you said, Trevor Siemian at quarterback, I think this is just going to be a bad matchup for the Saints. And the Bills are desperate for a bounce-back win because they're suddenly looking up at the Patriots right now, who are a half game ahead in the division. Oh, hate to see it. But they've got a division to win there. So I think they're going to come out guns a-blazing and focused and ready to get a bounce-back win. Give me the Bills as well. I think we split on the Bears-Lions. I was getting afraid we were picking the same teams each game here, Jake, but we're all right. We're all right.
I got to stay at your hip. I got to chip away at that lead a little bit, just little by little. Can't go for the home run.
Got to plan that strategy out. Let's move along to Sunday. Big time AFC North matchup here. We have the Steelers on the road against the 6-4 Bengals. Oh man, big one. Steelers. Man, that was a barn burner that they lost to the Chargers on Sunday Night Football. Can they get a bounce back here, Jake? I'm going to roll with the Bengals. I'm going to roll with the Cincinnati Bengals at home. I think they get a big home win to stay right there with the Ravens for the top spot in the AFC North. But man, the Steelers, they're right there still, though. They're only a half game back of the Bengals. So, you don't know. This one can be a little bit of a coin flip for me. They showed a lot of fight in that Chargers game. Showed a lot more offense in that game that I thought they had in them. But we'll see. I'm rolling with Cincinnati. What about you?
I am going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers, Justin, and I'm going to issue a challenge to the hometown team of mine, the Cincinnati Bengals, because I don't think they're ready to put on their big boy pants and be the big brother in that division yet. This is around the time of the year where the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town or the Baltimore Ravens come to town. It's a divisional game in Cincinnati, and the Bengals become the Bungles and pull the carpet out from all the fans. I've seen it my whole life growing up in Southwest Ohio, and I'm issuing a challenge. I don't think you're ready, Cincinnati. I have the Pittsburgh Steelers winning this football game.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, it's a good point. This is a big moment for Cincinnati because they already thrashed the Ravens earlier this year, who are the other big boys of this division. Then they got trounced by the Browns. But here's, again, a chance for them to take it to the other big boy in the division and the Steelers. And to really make a statement for Joe Burrow and kind of send a message like, hey, we are a team now to be reckoned with in the AFC North for years to come. So, yeah, this is a big moment, but, we'll see if they're ready or not. I say yes, you say no. We will see who's right at the end of the game there. A good one here, Jake. We've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road against the red-hot Indianapolis Colts. Man, I'm usually not a Tom Brady fan, but I am a big-time Tom Brady fan in this game, Jake. Oh, man, this could be a bad matchup for the Bucs with the Colts defense and the way Jonathan Taylor is running against that Bucs rush defense. This game could very well be another Colts victory, Jake. But I'm letting my bias get in the way. I'm thinking Tom Brady's going to get it done. We've got to have some help a little bit. I mean, we don't need help, but with the way the Titans and the Colts are trending, it would help me breathe and sleep a little easier at night if they could eventually take another loss. I still don't think they've lost since the Titans beat them in overtime months ago, it feels like. But I'm going to roll with the Bucs. They're going to get a big road win for them and snap this Colts streak. What about you?
I am also going to take Tom Brady on the road. And I don't know what it was. I couldn't quite pull the trigger on this Indianapolis Colts team. The Titans are very much looking at possibly a loss on Sunday, and the Colts are surging. And if they could get a win against this Bucs team and be one game back from the Titans, 2 with the tiebreaker, but one game back in record standing, I mean, there's blood in the water for Jonathan Taylor and this Indianapolis Colts team. Can they capitalize on Sunday and get a win over a good Buccaneers team in the NFC? It's going to come down to Carson Wentz not making any mistakes. And you can kind of always count on him to make at least one. And I think Tom Brady usually makes other quarterbacks pay for their mistakes when it comes down to it. So give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
True, he does. All right. Wow. Kind of surprising sweep there with how hot the Colts are. But, this is Titans too. We hate the Colts.
It's Titans.
Panthers at Dolphins. How about these Miami Dolphins now on a 2-game win streak? They're at 4-7, hosting a 5-6 Panthers team with a chance to go 5-7. They may not go away, Jake. With the way Tua has been playing better, that defense has been pretty good. They really shut down Lamar and beat the Jets last week, I think. So if they can string together a couple wins here, I think they have the Giants and then the Jets again. This team could start making a little bit of noise out of literally nowhere. I'm going to take them. I'm rolling on the Dolphins train. They got the momentum. I don't care that Cam Newton's back. I don't believe in the Panthers still. So I'll take the Dolphins. I'll take the Dolphins. What about you?
I said last week about the Panthers, I'm not buying the Cam Newton is back narrative. And of course he slams the ball down and then runs to the midfield Panthers logo and does his Superman classic. Goodness. Cam Newton is back. It's going to be a bumpy road with Cam Newton. He did all that, and they ended up taking the loss to the Washington football team. But I think this is one of the weeks where you see a Cam Newton celebration on the NFL's Twitter page, and they won, but you look at the opponent, and it was the Dolphins. So it's like they're going to feast off the Cam is back narrative, but I don't think the substance is going to be there. But that goes to say I'm going to take the Panthers in this game just because I can see that playing out.
Yeah, I could see it too. I mean, how good are these Dolphins really? I don't know how much we'd learn about them if they do beat the Panthers, but it's a nice little comeback, mid-season comeback to keep track of. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what Cam can do there. Going to the NFC East division, we've got the Eagles, who are also kind of surging a bit. They are 5-6 now on the road against the Giants. Good opportunity here for the Eagles to kind of climb back here in the wild card picture again. So I know my picks aren't sexy whatsoever this week. Feels like I'm going with a lot of safe picks. My dangerous pick so far has been the Lions to beat the Andy Dalton Bears.
Yes.
I'm gonna stay safe. I like momentum. I like momentum teams. That's why I saw the Texans win coming out of nowhere, but I should have known better because the Titans zig when you think they zag, as we've said on this channel before. So I'll take the Eagles and their momentum here. What about you?
I also have Philly. I don't have a lot of tabs on either of these teams, but Jalen Hurts seems to be trending in at least the correct direction, showing a little bit of progress week to week, showing he might be the guy in Philadelphia. I mean, still some question marks, but if he can string together a few wins and maybe get them a wild card appearance, I mean, I think they may have something in Jalen Hurts and Philly. So give me the Eagles.
Yeah, true. I like it. A sweep for the Eagles there. Let's see. Not as a compelling matchup here. We got the 4-6 Atlanta Falcons on the road to the 2-8 Jacksonville Jags. Jake, can the Jags get another win here? They are competing fairly well. Meanwhile, the Falcons are dropping dramatically. I think they had made it to 500 at 4-4, but now after 2 straight and not looking good doing it, they are 4-6. Who do you got in this game, Jake?
I am going to go with the home team, Jacksonville Jaguars, Justin. I just watching the procession of interceptions. I don't know if you saw the end of that Thursday night game against New England last week for the Falcons, but there were 3 interceptions in like 40 seconds or something like that. When you start seeing that from a team, especially from a team who's kind of sliding a little bit. I expect them to slide a little more. And Urban Meyer, credit to him, has this Jacksonville Jaguars team fighting, as you said. So give me the home team Jags.
Yeah. I do want to go with the Jags too, actually, but this is going to be one of those dumb picks where I'm literally just trying to pick against you. I could see the Falcons winning, of course, but I do like how the Jags are playing more so than the Falcons right now. But hey, I think that they'll get it turned around for a week in Jacksonville. Arthur Smith, he's pretty familiar with Jacksonville, being the Titans offensive coordinator for the past 2 years. So sure, I'll take the Falcons. Try to get another game up on you, Jake.
I like it.
I
like it.
I mean, Matt Ryan. I mean, how many more interceptions can Matt Ryan throw? He's a pro. He is a pro. He's not going to throw more than Ryan Tannehill, that's for sure.
You never know.
Lord. Oh, he would have to throw 5 if he did that. That would be quite the feat. This next game, Jake. Oh, it hurts my eyes to look at this one. We've got the Jets at the Texans. Oh, man, powerhouses, man. These are Titan killers right here. Oh, this hurts my heart. Oh, God, I hope these teams lose. This is embarrassing. Both teams at 2-8. Texans coming off a win. Blah. They're hosting the Jets. I have no idea, man. I was going to say, sure, I'll go with the Texans. I don't know. I don't like it. Who's the quarterback for the Jets?
Is it Flacco was last week, I thought.
Flacco. Oh, gosh. You pick first. I'm clearly
I got
struggling.
Houston.
All right.
I feel like if you watch the statistics of our NFL picks, whenever the Titans lose, we usually pick the team that beat them the next week in NFL picks. So I'll just continue that stat. I got Houston at home.
I know Houston's clearly got things clicking for them because they just beat the Titans. So, I'll go against you again. It's another toss-up game. I'll go with the Jets. So we're gonna have some interesting results here.
Yeah.
Picking against each other, but I'll take Flacco. Get some revenge. Corey Davis, get revenge for us, for your old team. Catch a few touchdowns here against Desmond King, who was a former Titan last year. I didn't even realize Desmond King was one of the interceptors of Ryan Tannehill.
Twice. He had 2.
He had 2?
2 on the day.
That shows how quickly I'm trying to forget about this game. Oh man, how about he feels good about that? That's what we get for cutting him. Now we've been needing corners for the majority of the season, it feels like. Anyway, all right. I'm not mad anymore. Not mad. We're going to the AFC West here. We got the Chargers at the Broncos. It's a good one. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not impressed with Teddy Bridgewater. He just doesn't seem to be the guy. He's a little too up and down, and he's been down a lot for this Broncos team. I got the Chargers. They were cooking. They were cooking against the Steelers last week. I think they keep it going in Denver. Who do you got?
I'm with you. I like the momentum that the Chargers have, and just Denver roller coaster all year, like you said. So I'm going to just copy both of your talking points and also take the Chargers.
Fine. You can have that.
Thank you.
Both got the Chargers. Big time NFC game here. Possible stakes at hand for the number 1 seed in the NFC. We got Rams 7-3 at Packers at 8-3. Ooh, Packers coming off a loss to the Vikings. And the Rams are kind of trending down. I think, are they? Yeah, 2 losses in a row. I had to cheat and look it up real quick. Back-to-back losses to the Titans and 49ers, and I think they had a bye last week.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see which team can get right here, Jake. I don't know. There's something going on. Something weird is in the air with that Rams offense the past 2 weeks being shut down by the Titans and 49ers. And the Packers also have a pretty great defense. It could be a lower than expected scoring game because, of course, the Rams have a good defense. I think I'm going to roll with the Packers. It's in Lambeau Field. Like the home field advantage there. So I'll go with Green Bay. Who do you got?
I want to take the Rams so bad, especially coming off a bye. You kind of trust guys like Sean McVay coming off of a bye, especially when the Packers, kind of a little bit of susceptibility. Is that even a word? Susceptibility. They are susceptible to getting the rug pulled out from under them. You saw the Packers lose to the Chiefs, granted Jordan Love, and then they go on the road to Minnesota and a team that you think the Packers are over or at least, overmatch Minnesota, and they lose that game, a divisional game on the road at the last second. So the Packers can be beat. I want to take the Rams, but like you said, it's in Lambeau. Packers coming off a loss. I kind of like that mentality for Aaron Rodgers better than, Matthew Stafford struggling. Maybe Odell is the curse that was put upon the Rams offense, but we'll see about it. And I got the Packers.
Yeah, and it just occurred to me, Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers playing each other. They have had many games against each other in the NFC North. So we'll see. We'll see if Matthew Stafford can fare better with a better team. But yeah, we both got the Packers. Okay. Big game here in the NFC. We got the Vikings and 49ers. 49ers being the home team. Both teams at 5-5. This is a big game for wildcard implications. 49ers started off strong, dropped a handful of games. Now they're coming back on strong. Vikings still seem to be a little better than what their record indicates. I've mentioned it lots of times. I really like the players they have. It feels like they could take down any opponent any given week if they're clicking on offense. And what do you know? They took down the Packers last week. They could be for real. Kind of depends on if Kirk Cousins can keep playing how he's been playing. I kind of just really like this Vikings team, Jake. I'm going to take them on the road here. But the 49ers are, they're showing a lot of life. So they're not going to be a pushover whatsoever. Who do you got? They are 3-point favorites in this game.
Wow. I'm going to take the home team here, Justin, the San Francisco 49ers. Kirk Cousins too inconsistent for me. I mean, they have the roster. I feel like we talk about the Vikings every week as having the talent to get there, just not actually punching through. So I'm going to take San Francisco here at home. It's going to be a tight game. I feel like it's going to come down to, is Jimmy G going to make a mistake, or is, Kirk Cousins going to make the mistake? So I'm going to put my money on San Francisco winning this football game. Not my actual money, my Titans Tube metaphorical record money.
Yeah, you already said it. You got to put $100 down. Can't go back. All right, let's. So that's all the day games. Let's go to Sunday Night Football. Another good one in the AFC North. Going to find out a lot about this division after this week. Browns at Ravens. Both teams, all the teams really need a win to stay on top of the division. That race is so tightly contested right now. I guess is Lamar Jackson over sickness? You still feeling ill? Because that is going to hold your team back immensely. But they did get the win though without him last week. Cool. Tragically, hated when the Ravens win. This might be a dumb pick because I don't like how the Browns team is kind of looking as of late. But I'm going to take them on the road here. I've got to pick a little more surprising game, a surprising outcome than the Lions winning against the Bears. So I'll take the Browns in an upset on the road. Never know with division games. Fluky things can happen, like with the Titans last week. God, I hate the Texans. Anyway, I'll take the Browns, Jake. Who do you have?
I alluded to it earlier. I think Nick Chubb really is the entire difference. Well, Nick Chubb or Kareem Hunt, frankly, is the difference between this Browns team being really good and then this Browns team leaning on Baker far too much. And you see his face in the dirt and he's injured and he's frustrated and it's just not good when Nick Chubb isn't there to help out nor Kareem Hunt. Now, Nick Chubb showed up big last week, had, I believe, over 100 yards rushing in that Lions victory, and it was close. So I can't quite put my trust in this Browns team to go punch above their weight class and take down the Ravens. I have Lamar and the boys at home in this game, just because I can't fully put my faith in the Cleveland Browns yet.
That's a good point. Yeah. No, I'm great. I'm golden.
You look it.
Yeah, we'll see. I like how you put it. The Browns, we'll see if they're ready to punch their big brother. However you said it. I like it.
Above their weight class. Same thing. It's like the Steelers, Bengals, big brother, little brother wrestling. It's the AFC North football. That's just kind of how it goes.
Yeah, very, very true. You are going with both of the big brothers to hold off those pesky little brothers that are trying to make noise this year. Let's move on. Monday Night Football. We got not a great matchup. We have the Seattle Seahawks at the Washington Football Team. Long road trip for Seattle. Dude, I have no idea. The Seahawks are still not really doing anything with Russell Wilson back in the lineup. I'll take Washington at home. Washington came off a win last week, so Taylor Heineke, do your thing against the Seattle team at home. So I don't have much to say about this one, Jake, but I'll just take Washington.
Stick a fork in Seattle in the Pete Carroll, Russell Wilson era, because it might be over, Justin, at least for this season. They are done. They're donezo, especially with that loss last week against the Colt McCoy Arizona Cardinals. That's ugly. Russell Wilson can't do enough to overcome a Colt McCoy-led team in Arizona. But, I'm with you. I'm taking Taylor Heineke and the Washington football team. There's something brewing there. I feel like they could sneak into another wild card spot if the dice fall correctly for Washington.
Yeah. All right. Love it. Let's move on to the final game. It's going to be at noon on Sunday. Oh, we have the 8-3 Titans. Doesn't feel like 8-3, Jake, after that game last week. Feels worse than that. Against the 7-4 New England Patriots. How about these New England Patriots, Jake? I can't take it. I can't stand it, what Bill Belichick is doing with this team this year. It's interesting. After last season, the first year without Tom Brady, we see the Patriots take a dip, miss the playoffs. Yet Brady goes to Tampa Bay, goes all the way to a Super Bowl. And so now, the narrative kind of shifted to, Brady, he really is the GOAT. He's the one responsible for all that success, the big dynasty of the New England Patriots the past 20 years. Now Bill Belichick is fighting back a little bit and saying, hey, check out what I'm doing with this rookie quarterback, Mac Jones, and these, who is his name? Offensive weapons, receivers, running backs, digging out the bottom of the barrel. This guy Stevenson now leading the charge at running back. And they're at 7-4 with possibly a chance to take the number 1 seed in the AFC. They would have the tiebreaker over the Titans. And I don't know what other AFC teams that have 4 losses that could be at 8-4 after this week. I'm kind of just scrolling through, and I don't think there are any. We've got a NFC matchup that could determine the 1 seed, and we also have one in the AFC. So this is a big week of football, Jake. So with all that said, man, can the Titans bounce back? The Patriots are currently riding that 5-game winning streak. Give me your take first, Jake. I know, listen, hey, before you say anything, I know you say this, that you pick against the Titans when you are very, very mad at them. So I'm kind of expecting a Patriots pick here.
Here's the thing about this game, Justin. The Houston loss, it's all about perspective. The Titans are still the number 1 seed right now until otherwise noted. Maybe the Patriots can slide into that spot after this weekend. We'll see. Every single time, I think, in the Mike Vrabel era, where you look at an opponent coming up on Sunday and you look at the Titans roster and how hurt they are, and here comes Golden Tate to save the day, and Adrian Peterson kick rocks, man, and it's just, oh my God, the Titans have no chance at all in this game. Every single time the Mike Vrabel Titans go out and they win that football game, and I think he's 2-1 against Belichick in his career, maybe 2-0 against Belichick, actually, when I have to think of it. So I believe in Mike Vrabel and I believe in this football team, Justin, but still I'm very, very, very upset. I'm taking the New England Patriots in this football game. Sorry to hype you up and sorry to build that, but I can't see the Titans putting together the laundry list scraps of their roster they have together and going to win in New England. They've done it before. They went to Los Angeles on Sunday Night Football without Derrick Henry. They had no chance in the world, and they absolutely rolled. So it's going to take a big defensive performance. It's going to take Ryan Tannehill, sure as hell, not throwing 4 interceptions. He's going to have to step up in a big way. Hopefully, use his legs a little more than he did last week. But we'll see, man. I got the Patriots winning this football game. I hate to say it, but prove me wrong, Titans. You always do when I'm mad at you.
Yeah, you did have me going there for a second. You brought up all the good points to pick the Titans. Vrabel has been good against the Patriots, coaching against them. The Titans have had the Patriots number seemingly the past few years. He seems like he knows how to play the Patriots. He gets the team ready to play against Belichick. It could be more of the same. The Titans, they bounce back when you think they're under or overmatched, rather. But yeah, man. With Tannehill, you also mentioned Tannehill with his 4 interceptions against Houston. This Patriots defense is much, much better. J.C. Jackson, I think, is second in the NFL in interceptions. Let's throw away from him. Are we going to have A.J. Brown in the lineup? We're rolling into Foxborough, Jake, with Dontrell Hilliard and Golden Tate, like you said.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. What is going to be the game plan? What is this offense going to look like? You know what? I'm not about to pick against an 8-3 Titans team, Jake. I've got to roll with the Titans. I always roll with the Titans.
I love it.
My bias glasses are always on. I'm also mad at the Titans, Jake, but I can't let my hate and anger get in the way of picking my favorite team, my most favorite team in the NFL. I don't know how. I don't know why, but mostly how. But the Titans are going to get it done. Force Mac Jones into some mistakes. This is going to be a huge game for this defensive line. I don't expect our offense to light it up. Obviously, our offense is probably not going to light it up. So it's going to be a low-scoring game. It's going to have to be like that playoff game where we just give their offense fits and just hang around and then make enough plays at the end of the day to win it. I'll take the Titans in a close one. New England is favored by 6.5 points in this game. Not a lot of faith and respect for the Titans, but you look at the roster and, you know, what can you say? What can you do? So, man, what a massive game it is for the Titans here right before the bye week. It would be nice to go into the bye week with a win
huge.
Like this.
It would be huge.
Oh, man, it's going to be rough. It's going to be a rough one, I'm afraid. But I'm still rolling with them. So
I like it.
There's that. That is that. And that is going to complete our picks for this week, week 12. Jake, do you have anything else to say? It's going to be a great week of food, football, and family, if you got family.
All right. That's going to do it for me, man. It is going to be a great week of food and football. Hopefully everybody has a great holiday. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Tighten up. Even when the back isn't fully against the wall, tighten up. That's what we do best, Justin, when we're underdogs and count it out. So peace out, everybody, and have a great Thanksgiving weekend.